Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment and Space, the final frontier. These won't be the voyages of the Enterprise. Because the next Star Trek movie, to no shock to anyone, especially us Star Trek fans, has officially been removed from the December 2023 calendar at Paramount. Oh, yep. Dave scrapped it. Which comes as zero surprise, as I've said. And why? Well, because it was the most bizarre announcement of how they wanted to even try and do it in the first place. Out of nowhere, Paramount turned around and said, Star Trek 4 is on its way. By the way, stop calling it Star Trek 4. It's not Star Trek 4. We have Star Trek 4. It's called The Voyage Home. God damn it. But the next Star Trek movie from them, and of course, bad reboot, they just announced it like out of nowhere. They just went, yeah, it's happening. And everyone went, well, okay. Turned right around to Zachary Quinto and went, so, when do you start this new Star Trek movie? And his response was, what Star Trek movie? And when they said, it's just been announced, Paramount just announced it, he was like, no one said anything to me. Well, I haven't heard anything about contracts or anything. And they were like, oh, that's interesting. Chris Pine then got asked, he was like, well, I don't have a contract. No one spoke to me. And all of a sudden you find out none of the cast have even been spoken to. And the hilarious thing about that is, the follow-up was Jar Jar Abrams himself sitting there and saying, yep, we're going to do a new Star Trek movie. It'll be filming at the end of this year with all the cast coming back. Really? Because they've literally just said no one has spoken to them. Obviously, Paramount announced a movie putting the feelers out to see if there was going to be interest, because the previous movie, Star Trek Beyond, bombed spectacularly. Did I say Star Trek Beyond? Or did I say Beyond? Meh. Either way, it bombed. It went down quicker than the Enterprise did in that movie. So they put out the feeler. Of course, there was meant to be another one, and they were going to have the first ever female director for Star Trek movie. What was her name? I think it was Sarah C. something. Can't remember. She was attached to it for a while. And then they started talking about the Tarantino thing, and all of a sudden she was gone. Then while they were talking about the Tarantino thing, they said Noah Hawley was also going to work on a script. Noah Hawley was attached for quite some time to do the next movie, but never seemed to be moving forward. They couldn't get Hemsworth, Hemsworth, because they wanted Chris Hemsworth back as George Kirk. He said no because Paramount were reneging on the contract that they had given him. Chris Pine, the same thing. He was saying, I'm not coming back because you're reneging on the contract I signed. The rest of the cast were like, well, if they're not doing it, we don't want to do it. But they kept saying it was happening, until eventually Noah Hawley left to go and do the Alien series for FX under the eyes of Disney. Oh God. So he was gone. And then they announced that out of nowhere, Matt Shakman was going to direct it. And who's he? Well, he's the guy who done WandaVision. And WandaVision was trash, so not sad to see him leave. But he's left now. He's went, no. Now, he was attached to this movie that they announced, that J.J. Abrams announced, Bad Reboot announced, that all the cast went, no one has spoken to us. Why do you keep talking about this movie being done? Not one person has contacted us. So he's now left. He's officially left to do Fantastic Four. Good luck with that one. WandaVision was trash. The MCU right now is trash. They are going to destroy that movie. Something people have been looking forward to for quite some time. But he's gone. Now there's no director. So Paramount have just completely removed it off the calendar. And it comes as zero surprise to any of us. None of us ever expected it to happen. None of us. Every time they were announcing it, we're like, but you've no cast. How can you say there's a new movie with no cast? And the funny thing is, only last week, or over the weekend maybe, a rumour started that the movie was also going to introduce the Next Generation crew. But of course, all new cast and stuff. How that was going to work, don't know. The only way I could see that working was time travel. Again. But I'll put it to you, none of us want a new Star Trek movie, or any Star Trek movie, with the words attached to it, Bad Robot, or J.J. Abrams, or Alex Kurtzman. You put that on there, good luck and thanks. I'd rather go and watch a dog shit on grass than whatever they spew out to us. So, no new Star Trek movie. No surprise to anyone. Anyone that was surprised by it. Well, joke's on you, I guess. It's not a bad thing that it's not happening. It was probably going to be trash. Fuck the Calvin timeline. And J.J. Abrams and Bad Reboot. Anyway, with that, I'll leave it there for this one. Cheers. Catch you in the next one. Beam me up, Scotty. Jeez, that's sad.